So hello guys, welcome today on my channel, and today I will tell you on the topic of resources and development, which is geography chapter number 1. So let's start. So this is telling, can you identify and name the various items used in making life comfortable in our villages and towns? So list the items, name the materials used in their making. So you have to name the items which are used for making material. So we come to the heading, which is everything. So what is resource? First of all, we will read about resource. So everything available in our environment which can be used to satisfy our needs, provided it is technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable, can be termed as resource. So this want to tell, this meanings comes out that, so that एवरीथिंग मीन्स जो चीज़ हमारे इन्वायरमेंट में अवेलेबल है, जो हमारे नीड को सेटिस्फाई करता है, मतलब हमें जो चाहिए वह हमें प्रॉपरली मिल जाता है, वो जो हमें प्रोवाइडेड हो जाता है, मीन्स वी गेट प्रोवाइड, एंड इट इज़ टेक्नोलॉजिकली एक्सेसिबल. और टेक्नोलॉजी मीन्स डे बाई डे विच इज़ टेक्नोलॉजिकली ग्रोइंग ऑन, सो विच इज़ एक्सेसिबल मतलब जो टेक्नोलॉजी के हिसाब से अच्छा है, इकोनॉमिकली फिजिबल जो कि कम पैसे का है, मतलब हमें लेने के लिए जो हमें ले सके, इस्तेमाल कर सके हम लोग के लिए, एकदम एक्यूरेट हो, और कल्चरली एक्सेप्टेबल, कल्चर में एक्सेप्ट हो, उसे ही रिसोर्स कहा जाता है. तो उसे हम लोग रिसोर्स कहते हैं. सो नाउ वी विल रीड अबाउट फिजिकल एनवायरनमेंट. सो see here the physical environment, see here the drawing which is showing physical environment, nature which is related to human being, means human being is related to nature, technology, institutions. So this want to see, so that this figure, that human being is interacted with the everything which is required, nature, technology to institutions. So now come to next heading. So the process of transformation of things available in environment involves an interactive relationship between the nature, technology, and institution. So that I told earlier, the process of transformation of human being available in environment involves interactive relationship between nature, technology, and institution. So all the thing is congested, otherwise human being मीन्स ह्यूमन बींग को जो चाहिए वो नेचर भी देती है, टेक्नोलॉजी और एंड इंस्टीट्यूशन, ऑल द थिंग्स गेट इंटरेक्टेड. सो वी आर द इंटरेक्टिव रिलेशनशिप इन द एनवायरनमेंट एंड ऑल द थिंग्स विच इज रिक्वायर्ड. सो ह्यूमन बींग इंटरेक्ट विथ नेचर थ्रू टेक्नोलॉजी, क्रिएट इंस्टीट्यूशन टू एक्सेलरेट देयर इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट. डेवलपमेंट को बढ़ाना है तो इंस्टीट्यूशन से जुड़ जाते हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी को बढ़ाना है नेचर से जुड़ जाते हैं. सो मीन्स ऑल द थिंग्स आर इंटरेक्टेड विथ ईच अदर. सो नाउ हियर इज टेलिंग, डू यू थिंक दैट रिसोर्सेज आर फ्री गिफ्ट ऑफ नेचर एज इज एज्यूम्ड बाय मेनी? सो हियर इज टेलिंग दैट डू यू थिंक दैट रिसोर्सेज आर फ्री गिफ्ट ऑफ नेचर? रिसोर्सेज तो फ्री गिफ्ट है ही नेचर का. इट इज ओनली, so as is assumed by many, yeah, we assume it, so they are not, but our assumption is wrong, they are not. Resources are a function of human activities. Resources human activities के function द्वारा ही resource उपजता है, चाहे मतलब होता है. So human beings themselves are essential component of resources, so they transform material available in our environment into resources and use them. So they transform material available in our environment. जो मटेरियल है उसे ही ट्रांसफॉर्म करते हैं और उसी से रिसोर्स तैयार होता है. सपोज एन एग्जाम्पल, देयर केम वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग विंड एंड वन ट्री गॉट फॉलन डाउन. एक बहुत बड़ा विंड आया, में स्टॉर्म आया और पेड़ गिर गया. लाखों लाख साल तक वो धरती के नीचे नीचे जाने के बाद लाखों साल के बाद वो कोयला बन जाता है, मीन्स एक तरह का फॉसिल फ्यूल हो जाता है. तो इट इज इंटरेक्टेड विथ अस ओनली, सो and we can use them easily. So these resources can be classified in the following ways. So on the basis of origin के basis पे, that is biotic and abiotic. We had read earlier what is biotic and abiotic. On the basis of exhaustibility, renewable and non-renewable. रिन्यूएबल और नॉन रिन्यूएबल, जो कि रिन्यू हो सके, और नॉन रिन्यूएबल जो कि एक बार जैसे मैंने पेंसिल को पूरा यूज कर दिया तो अब वो पेंसिल दोबारा नहीं आ सकता, यही बात है. दैट इज नॉन रिन्यूएबल. एंड रिन्यूएबल मीन्स आइस गॉट मेल्टेड एंड अगेन melted ice which will be kept in one jar, then again fridged, then it will be again came out. What is that? Ice. So on the basis of ownership means जैसे मेरा है, means it's mine. So on that, so an individual, community, national and international, on these type of. So on the basis of status of development, potential, developed stock and reserves. So potential means it is available. So developed, which is very much developed, which have all the availability, and reserves which are kept for next generation. So we will read about these all one by one. So you can see here, first of all, see the figure, resources which are interacted naturally and with human also. So natural comes out renewable, non-renewable. Renewable comes out continuous or flow, example wind, water. So it also comes out biological. So biological comes out natural vegetation, forest and wildlife. And non-renewable comes out recyclable metals and non-recyclable fossil fuel. So human comes out structural and institutions and quantity and quality. So we will read about all this classification of resources. So moving more after that, so here is the activity. So you will have to do this activity, identify at least 2 resources from each category. So identify all the resources, example you can find out. So come to the topic, types of resources. We will read each one by one on the basis of origin. So origin के आधार पे. So biotic resources मतलब जो कि है और जो कि नहीं है, जो चल सकता है, जो कि नहीं चल सकता. So biotic resources, these are obtained from biosphere and have life such as human beings, flora and fauna, fisheries, livestock, etc. So biotic resources means which are obtained from biosphere. Biosphere means जो कि हमें naturally मिल जाए, जैसे such as have life and have life, उनमें life हो, who can means can do movement. So as human beings we can move here and there. So human beings, flora and fauna, fisheries, fishes, livestock, etc. Livestock means पशु पालन, fisheries means मछली पालन, flora and fauna which is category, flora is category and flora is category. These comes animals kingdom, animal kingdom and flower kingdom, means plant kingdom also come. So about abiotic resources, now we come to all those things which are composed of non-living things are called abiotic resources. For example, rocks and metals. So abiotic resources means all those things which are composed of non-living things are called abiotic. जो चीज, those things which are composed means which are of non-living things and they are called abiotic resources, means which cannot do movement and other things which are non-living things. So for example, rocks and metals, their example is rocks and metals. So we got to understand type of resources which was on the basis of origin. Now we come to the on the basis of exhaustibility. On the basis of exhaustibility, first we will read renewable resources. So renewable resources means which can be renewed, reproduced. So the resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical or mechanical processes are called or are known as renewable resources or replenishable resources. So for example, solar and wind energy, water, forest and wildlife, etc. The renewable resource may further be divided into continuous or flow. So see here, the resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical or mechanical process are known as renewable resources or replenishable resources. So this means that the resources which can be renewed, रिसोर्स जो कि रेन्यू हो सके, मतलब जैसे मैंने आपको बताया सिंपल एग्जांपल आइस, सो विच कैन बी रिप्रोड्यूस्ड बार, उसके बाद फिर बन सकते वो फिजिकली हो चाहे केमिकली हो चाहे मैकेनिकली हो, आइदर इट वुड बी फिजिकल, केमिकल और मैकेनिकल प्रोसेस. These are called renewable and this only is also known as replenishable resources. So for example, we will read solar and wind energy. Solar energy means solar panel charging, solar light we use. Wind energy is also used. Water hydroelectricity. Forest also is main, and wildlife etc. are the renewable resources, may be further be divided into continuous or flow. Means which can be further divided. More are the examples. So non-renewable resources. Now we come to the non-renewable resources. These occur over a very long geological time. These occur or also not occur. ये हो भी, अगर होता है रेन्यू तो बहुत सालों साल बाद होता है, लाखों करोड़ों साल बाद, और अगर नहीं होता मीन्स इफ दे बिकम renew, if they are renewed, then are renewed after very long period of time, or not, then are not. So mineral and fossil fuels are example of such resources. Fossil fuel, which I told earlier, coal is the best example. So we will read. So are such examples of these. So such resources. These resources take millions of years in their formation, which I told earlier. Some of the resources like metals are recyclable, and some like fossil fuels cannot be recycled and get exhausted with their use. Exhausted means, first of all, means limitation. They are limited. So non-renewable resources are also limited. If you will use more and more coal, and one day will come there will be no coal and no minerals, then our life would be none, because resources play a very important role. So these resources take millions of years to formation, and metals recyclable like fossil fuels are example of, cannot be recycled, they take millions of years as it takes. So individual resources, so these are also owned privately. On the basis of ownership we will know about now. So on the basis of ownership owned by privately by individuals. So many farmers own land which is allotted to them by government. So जो मिले अपना खुद का है, so these is only known as individual resources. These are mainly it is of farmer का land होता है, उसमें वो बोते हैं. So farmer have land, they sow the seed, so which is allotted by the government give them against the payment of revenue with the taxes. So in villages there are people with land ownership, but there are many who are landless. Urban people own plots, houses and other property. Plantation, pastures, land, ponds, water in wells, etc. are some example of resources ownership by individual. Make a list of resources owned by household. So these are the example: pasture, land, ponds, etc. wells. These are the main thing which is this comes in individual resources. So now we come to community owned resources. Community owned resources means which means एक तरह से बांटना, means 50 you take, 50 I will take, that means 50-50. So community owned resources, there are resources which are accessible to all the members of the community. Village common grazing grounds, burial grounds, village. In village it is most that 50 you take, or there are, means suppose there are 5 people, I have to distribute that. So I will take 20 you take, 20 you take, I will give 20 to all 5. So that is only, so which is which are accessible to all members of community. Village commons, grazing ground means जैसे खेत तुम ले लो मेरा आधा, थोड़ा सा तुम दे दो, means 50-50 we will do. Burial grounds, village, so this only. So ponds etc. Public parks, picnic spots, playgrounds in urban areas are de facto accessible to all people living there. So ponds etc., public parks, picnic spots, playgrounds in urban areas are de facto accessible to all people living there. These are the things. And public parks, picnic spots, playground, these are the urban, in the urban areas, these are which are accessible to all the people living there. Means public park is that place where all can go, so it is community owned resources. जैसे आप भी आ सकते हैं, मैं भी आ सकता हूँ. And it is not of anyone, it is of everyone. It is not of anyone, it is of everyone. So everyone can utilize it. So this was that. So urban areas and de facto accessible to all the people living there. So this was the topic for today. Now we will discuss national resources, which will be next topic, and in next video national resources and international, and on the basis of status of development. So if you like my video, hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.